This is a Headgum original.
All right, I'm going to click on one of these and hope it's the show intro because couldn't tell you which button it is.
All right.
Nope. Okay.
Also no. It's not labeled like intro?
That was intro-music. So
I
That was
always
a good
imagine
guess.
Jeff
Thank
had
you.
all these sound effects labeled as if they were the Zodiac's code.
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, yeah. I think I found it.
That is it.
Hey.
We know that. We know that, Fiona.
We did it.
Ooh. What was that one labeled, actually, in the end?
Headgum podcast intro.
Oh.
Okay, well,
But
that's on
it's-
you.
Well, it's in a separate. There's two sections to Jeff's soundboard. One is favorites and one is uploaded. And then I checked uploaded, and obviously that's where it was. So I'll just have to remember that. And he did say to have both open, so now that makes sense.
Yeah, can you kind of go over the instructions he gave? Can you read the email?
Yeah,
Or even share
I
the screen?
I won't share the screen, but I will go through line by line of what I was given. We should say, welcome to the Headgum podcast. Jeff is not here. He's kind of left us high and dry, as it were. He's in Kentucky doing God knows what. And I received an email last night at like around 9:30 p.m. Saying hello, way too formal. Attaching the outline for tomorrow's episode here. As per discussion, you'll be stepping in as the de facto me. And then there's an attachment, a PDF attachment of his outline. Don't know why it's a PDF. And he gave me the login to his soundboard. But as we all know, Jeff's soundboard is publicly available on the internet. So I just used that link and didn't log in using his password. That is definitely his password for other things besides this. So good work.
Are you going to read
Jeff. I won't do that.
Give
just
us
for his
a
sake.
character.
Yeah, let's see if we can guess it. We'll bleep it out if we get it right.
Oh,
Is it Jeff?
I knew it.
it is not. I guess we could do intros, even though that doesn't really happen anymore. But the first line item on this outline is intro for the first 5 minutes. I also don't have a timer up, which could prove to be a problem, but whatever.
Does he usually?
I think so, solely because sometimes he's like, we have to move on to this thing at this time mark. And he did list out times.
I've been rolling for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like what?
almost
that
exactly
feels
5.
Yeah, that feels correct.
It feels crazy listening back to some of these episodes, knowing that there was a plan that was down to
Yeah.
the minute, in fact.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Scary.
Um,
What else does he have planned?
Well, like, what would the show be like if there was no...
Yeah.
More chaos. Do you guys know what Jeff is doing in Kentucky? He's been there for
No
almost
idea.
a month.
No idea.
Horseback. He's learning to horseback ride.
Did he give us a heads up, or he's like,
You
"Hey,
can
I'm
do
in
that
Kentucky
here.
this month"?
But he wanted us to be in the Derby next year.
No.
Hmm.
He didn't give us a heads up.
You
He
don't
just kind
have
of
to
left.
train in Kentucky to race in the Kentucky
Don't-
Derby.
Why are you telling me this? Tell Jeff.
I
Does
can't.
The
He's
Kentucky
in rural
Derby
Kentucky.
has
Yeah, with no service.
jockeys.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was that or just the horses
running
around.
on their own.
Yeah,
And they
you
know
know.
where to go.
Yeah, who knows?
Like, you're thinking of dog racing.
Yeah, I am super thinking of greyhound racing. Anyway, what's the whole thing? I'm Marika. Amir's here bringing up the rear.
Mhm.
Casey's on the facts.
Yeah.
and Anya's on the sax.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
So far, we don't miss him at all.
Yeah, I think I'm kind
But
of
it's still
crushing
really
it.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only
Um,
6 minutes in.
Yeah, I should say before I really get into it, there is at the bottom of this outline a highlighted section titled Tips for Hosting. And I will take them to heart. The first one is cut people off at your leisure slash pleasure. If you find your own face is red, cut to break.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When in doubt, make a pun off something a guest just said. Lean on the soundboard to punch funny moments through. In general, act incredulously put out by your own show / the guests. I feel like I'd be better at the soundboard one if I knew what all of these were, but
Yeah, like if
We'll
they were
give it-
labeled
let's-
out.
I'm
let's-
kind of
The worst.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
Thank
I was
you.
gonna say let's try out your skills. Let's maybe talk about something, and then if someone says something funny, hit us with a sound effect.
we are in the wax portion.
Oh, he has the whole episode outlined.
Yes.
So how long is the wax portion?
Yeah, are there any parts we can cut kind of from the top? Because I've like a meeting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a few things. The wax portion is technically 15 minutes. And I'm fine with cutting one of the segments at the end of that, which happens to be Marika's druthers, because it feels kind of pointless right now. But yeah, what's everyone been up to? What's dating like in LA, etc.?
Great Geoff question. Well, I could tell you, Amir's engaged. Anya lives with her boyfriend, and I haven't been on a date in several months. That's what it's like over here.
Pretty good update. Oh, that was good. That was really good, actually.
Nice, thank you.
Did you choose that randomly, or was that on purpose?
I did it on purpose, but very quickly because the first thing I saw was, oh shit, I was going to do the clap one, but I saw that.
That felt meaner. That felt mean. Clap feels mean.
The clap would have felt very Geoff of you.
Yeah.
Casey and I became regulars at a bar last week. Is that
Really?
cool?
Whoa, that's
How do
really
you
cool.
become
Well,
regulars?
Well, we went
I'm
one
the
time.
regular.
And
I'm
okay,
the regular. I went back, and then they were like, "Where's Anya?" And I said, "I don't know."
Oh, so you guys both went once, and then Casey went a second time, and they're like, "Where's Anya?"
Yeah,
So I think we
basically.
are regulars, though. I think that qualifies.
Do we
Which
dare
is
say
cool.
where it is, or is that too personal / private?
We don't want people blowing up our spot, but it is a cool place named
It
for an animal.
is the Roost.
Got it.
Oh, it's not named for an animal, I guess.
The rooster is an animal.
But the roost is not an animal.
Right.
Well, you come
That's like-
home to roost.
Yeah.
Sure.
That feels
We're
like a
the
Geoff.
chickens.
That feels like that could be a Geoff phrase.
Yeah.
We should
I would
add
say
that
so.
into the script.
Just the roost?
Like coming home to roost feels like something he's going to start saying at some point.
Geoff
Okay.
would do something like, "Coming home to roost. I'm coming home to juiced."
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Did you hear that sound?
It was the word of the day or something?
Yeah. The word of the day is Geoff.
Oh, interesting.
So congrats to Casey. I'm not going to Venmo you though.
Okay.
It's also time for Bond of the Week. And I have one specifically selected. It's Mark D. Jansen, the CEO of Blue Diamond Growers, because it's time for a James Almond.
Right.
Any questions or
No, we got it.
No.
all right. Anya, who's your Bond of the Week?
You're
Oh.
becoming Geoff the more you host this show. Don't you realize it's
I know, like
infecting you?
the power in her eyes.
Whatever's happening is fucking contagious.
Yeah, we all hate being on the show unless we're hosting, and Marika's having the best time she's ever had.
Major key alert. have the power at hand and the soundboard in your browser, and you'll be a god of sorts.
Did you read that or say that?
I just said it. It just came out. I don't know what's happening.
God.
You see? You're fucking becoming Geoff. I'm fucking scared.
Yeah, this
Because
is
then he's going to
this
come
is
back and there's
strange.
going to be two of them.
Right. Well, we'll see. He
Throughout
might
the hour,
overpower me.
Oh, I see.
We're going to
Yeah,
be
that's good.
editing your face to look more like Geoff's throughout the
Oh
episode.
my god, with AI.
Deepfake.
AI, yeah.
Any other bonds of the weeks?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Buffett.
Because his name is already sort of James Bond.
Same with
Is
Jimmy
it?
Buffett.
Yeah. Jimmy James, Butler, Bondler. It's all sort of in the same.
Imagine if
Jimmy
it was-
James Butler Bondler
Yes.
the third.
Exactly.
Do you think the series would be as successful as if his name was Bondler?
The name's Bondler. James Bondler.
Jimmy
Pass.
Casey?
My bond of the week is Shaquille O'Neal
Another basketball player.
because he's a basketball player and he's a spokesman for Gold Bond powder. Hello?
That's pretty good.
We needed a. Yeah. I was going to say, that was a good audio cue time.
Yeah, I was kind of looking for one. And I don't really know how to turn these off. So, oh, there we go. Because what Geoff normally does is he'll hit the button first. It'll be the wrong sound cue. He'll hit the right sound cue, and then he'll cut it off with applause.
Oh, yeah. Where's
So I
the
got to get
applause?
used to that.
Yeah, that's kind of, you got to like train
Oh, there we go.
the muscle memory of
Yeah.
of making that work.
It's a lot of just like scrolling up and down.
Yeah.
It's week 5 of the WGA strike.
Oh, weirdly, I didn't get to give a
think.
bond of the week.
Oh, I thought you gave Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, great.
Do you want another one?
No, that's fine. I was going to do
Okay.
the waitress from the Roost,
Oh,
where I'm now a regular. Where soon she'll
Yeah.
know if I like get shaken or stirred.
Ooh.
My
Is that in
understanding.
Atwater?
Yeah, Los Feliz. Off Los Feliz Boulevard,
Casey.
right down the street from the Bigfoot Lodge. Come on out, folks.
You're really blowing up our spot.
Yeah. Yeah, this just says discuss WGA strike week 5. Still going strong. I don't know what else to say. We could talk
Yeah.
about my vacation instead
went
if
to
we
London.
wanted to.
Yeah. Let's do
Yeah,
that. That's way more
That's
fun.
great.
Real quick, I looked up the Roost and it said it's a unpretentious pub with a jukebox and Thai entrees.
That's right.
That's
Have
true.
you had the Thai food there?
I have not. Looks like
I
Anya
have.
has.
And what's the like? It's just a dive bar with just pad CU.
Have you
Yeah, I
never
think it
been to
was-
the Roost?
Never been.
It's a dive
Wow.
bar that was bought by like a Thai couple, and so they make their food there.
Do
I've
they
been
have
there.
pad CU?
Yeah.
And are people
you
just
had
eating
it?
it at the bar?
I don't see a lot of people ordering. food.
I love this place, and I'm gonna give it a no comment on the food.
Got it.
It's
But the
a
vibes
cash
are
only
good.
bar.
Wow.
Cash only bar, but they have like pad Thai.
Yeah, you can pay for the food with a credit card, but if you want a beer, you have to pay cash.
Okay.
Are there licenses in order, do we think?
They serve alcohol, or there must be some sort of
It just feels like they're like, this is let's keep things separate.
Yeah.
Food's
Mhm.
food, drinks
Mhm.
drinks.
Sure.
well, it was always a cash only bar and it used to also be like even dingier than it is now. It's pretty clean these days at the Roost. Come on by, you'll catch me there today when you hear this.
Have you had the chicken wings?
We
got-
have to move on.
I was gonna. Okay, that's fine.
There. Just a quick yes or no to this whole place.
No, but we did have
I
the
have
chicken
not.
tenders.
I did,
and
yes.
fries, and they were good.
Yes, we went with Mike Mitchell. He ordered.
Got it. So
chicken
Thai food,
tenders
but
for the
also
table.
fries and chicken tender.
Which I think
Yeah.
is smart.
Right.
They
It's
know.
almost like they don't need the Thai
They
food.
read the room. They say, "What do these people want?"
Yeah.
Mhm.
So why did the Thai
Yeah.
food at all? I wonder.
In the summer, they have like a back patio, but it's just like a folding
It's
table
just
in
a
the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's just like curry.
I went on my first date there with my boyfriend, which
Oh.
Casey said
Was I there?
No.
Did you
You-
do that in front of me?
I told you this the other day, and you said you would never take a date there.
A first date
Yeah,
to the Roost?
yeah.
Like cash only bar?
Which I thought was is a perfect first date spot.
It's
Get a
crazy.
tom yum soup and a fucking stein of cider.
Yeah, but you have to pay separately.
I haven't used cash in a decade.
Yeah.
Marika, how was your trip?
Yeah. Speaking of cash, I didn't get a single cash conversion when I went to London. Only used my card. It's great. Had
That
a
used
great
to be
time.
the biggest thing in international travel. You got to like get the currency early and like go make an appointment with a bank and like exchange it at a good rate and call your phone company.
Calling your
call
bank
the bank
to tell
make
them you're going
let
out of the
them know that
country.
you're internationally traveling. Now it's just like, yeah, I'm in London. I'm just using the same card as always, and they'll just
Yeah, it was-
deal with it later.
It was delightful. I had a great time. Saw a lot of faves. Saw 6 shows.
6 shows in how many days?
5.
4. Yeah.
3.
Two.
That's a lot. Every
It was
night
a lot.
show. And
Every
sometimes
night.
2.
Yeah, once 2. Saw a lot of long shows too.
Isn't one of them called 6?
There is a show called 6. I didn't see that on my trip there, but I've
Was
seen it
this
before.
Was the goal of your trip to see all these shows? Like,
Yes.
wow.
Originally, I made the trip, I booked the trip because they announced that Groundhog Day, the musical, was coming back to England. It's one of my favorite shows. Saw it 4 times on Broadway. It was like, that'll be fun if I go to this. I missed this show. Bought a ticket when they went on sale. Didn't have tickets to London. And then as it kept getting closer to the date, they kept announcing more shows that I was like, I really want to see this. There's like a Brokeback Mountain play starring Lucas Hedges and Mike Feist. Got a ticket for that.
What was my mom's boyfriend in?
He was in the play A Little Life,
Oh, right.
based off of the book.
Amir, do you have a
Yes.
question or
Yeah,
are you
Amir.
waving
I
at
got a
us?
question.
He's doing one of these, which is crazy.
Yeah, a horn.
This is a stupid question, but I bet nobody here knows the answer to. So I'm already getting mad at you guys for calling it a stupid question.
You called it that.
Yeah.
You go to London to see the plays. Are the actors British? Follow up, do all the characters have British accents? Or are they British actors playing Americans in the play?
Well, Amir, depends on the play, but I can do a rundown for you. We've got Cabaret. That's a bevy of accents. Most of them were British. One doing an American accent that was very bad. Some doing British accents, some doing German accents.
I actually saw the movie Cabaret over the pandemic. It's very, very good.
That's
So
very
I'd be
good. It's one of my
interested to watch it
favorite.
live.
One of my favorite musicals.
I've seen it.
What about
Amy Lu-
Brokeback? British dudes?
Brokeback was 2 American actors, Lucas
She just
Hedges,
said
Ben is
Lucas
back.
Hedges.
I don't know who
Obviously.
those people are.
Manchester by the Sea. Lucas
That's
Hedges.
American too, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Manchester's fucking England as well. You're all over the place.
Manchester
Okay.
by the
New
Sea
England.
is Boston area, but
Yeah.
sure, go on.
So
Mike Feist, American. They went to the West End to do this show. They're doing American accents. The rest of the cast, British, doing American accents that were hit or miss.
wow. I've never
um,
heard of you often see it the other way around, but rarely an entire play where a British guy's doing an American accent.
Well, A Little Life set in New York, all of them doing American accents, all but one of them British.
How
Notice
is
it.
how is his accent? What's his name? Jordy?
James
What's his name?
Norton.
James Norton.
James Norton, The Light of My Life, star of Grantchester, the television show.
Grantchester by the Sea?
Yep. And
Honestly, they should.
Yeah, they should. His accent was great. He was so good. Very depressing
He's my
show.
mom's fave. He's my mom and
Yeah.
Marika's fave,
Yeah.
which is cute.
We send photos. I send photos through Anya of him to get her mom's opinion on him.
And she's
Really
always
fun.
just like, oh, oh, he's so cute.
How
So
old
that
is
was
he?
fun. He's in his 30s. It was a really depressing show. If you know the book A Little Life, it's about a lot of traumatic events. And
It's very dark. It's the darkest.
it's pretty dark. There's like attempts and nudity in the
Jesus.
show. I had to lock away my phone because
In a
bunch of
yonder
people
bag.
are nude in a yonder bag because a bunch of people are nude. And I was sitting on stage.
How close
but-
were you to a private part?
Pretty close.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you allowed
Thank
on
God
stage?
You didn't have to use your phone.
Was I allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marika streaked. Sorry,
I
everybody.
was so inspired.
I too want to be nude on stage.
She did it for my mom. She said, "This one's for Elena." Ran across the stage.
Tackled instantly.
Oh my God.
Naked, which is crazy.
Tased
Yeah.
forever.
The cops are also naked.
Yeah.
This is a dream you had.
Marika's been in New York. She didn't even leave the house.
I don't leave.
This would be
my-
some like this. Like this is it. All your things lined up. I feel like it can't be real.
Yeah, my face is red, so I am gonna cut to break. I don't know where the "and we're back" sound is.
Bam,
Like it's on a-
bam.
There it is. And we're back. Before
Was
we
the
get
food
into
bad?
sorry.
Remember, people used to say that about London.
What's
was that the
that?
food was bad? There we go. Yes.
Yeah, you really broke character to talk about London, but
Yeah, I really
Jeff's
did.
back.
Food great. Had a great time. Went to Nando's. Had a cheeky Nando's. Went to one of my favorite restaurants, Cricket. Fish and chips. What a delight.
Chippies? A bottle of Nando's, is it?
Bottle of Nando's. Have you even been to the UK?
Nando's.
Well, I never ever considered that. No, I do. That's how you do a fucking British accent, not like these messed up actors who can't pull it off.
Exactly.
That's why Amir asked that question. He was just waiting
Yeah.
for someone to set him up to do
compliment
his own.
/ have me on stage.
You'd be streaking doing a better accent than they are.
Yeah. Let's get into the news of the week. AI poses risk of extinction, industry
Right.
leaders warn.
I saw that on the news.
So why
Sweet.
make it?
Whoop.
Right.
So why make it? Why did Oppenheimer make the bomb? You know,
Exactly. Follow the money.
follow the money.
It says here, I don't put raw eggs in bowls, hand them out to my friends, and then wince and say, this poses the risk of diarrhea.
Is that related to the AI, or did he sort of?
Was that like a note that Jeff wrote for you?
Yeah, it's a bullet point. The first bullet was, so I make it. And the second one was that. Discuss what would have been a better name for Jake's daughter. And there's the thinking emoji.
Hmm.
I think it should have been Crandus, right? It's kind of lead. Your
sounds
careers were
good.
kind of leading up to that point.
Yeah, it should have been an inside joke. True. Instead, it was like a family name or something.
Hmm.
I do think that if Jeff was hosting, he asked that none of us would participate.
We wouldn't want to give him that. Yeah, sort of positive reinforcement. We didn't really dig into the AI thing. I sort of read up on.
No, we
that.
did. Casey was like, "I'm a big fan of Oppenheimer's work," and I
Oh
support
yeah,
what he
was
did.
pro bomb.
Wow,
Yeah.
you just put several words in my mouth.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Anyway,
Did you know what
George
that one was,
Maharis,
or was that a
TV
guess?
heartthrob of Route 66, is dead at 94.
Who? Sorry, R.I.P. But who?
I don't know. George Maharis,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. There's also the new segment, So What? Which I guess I'll just say things and then you respond, so what?
Okay.
Okay.
Haley and Justin Bieber get cheeky on vacation in south of France from people. So what?
So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A prominent Boise coffee shop for years. The Starbucks has closed. From the Idaho Statesman.
So
the
what?
Starbucks.
This Starbucks.
Oh, got it. Just a random Starbucks
Just
in
a
Idaho.
random.
closed.
You're right. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Beer
So
on
what?
ice is fine sometimes from the tasting table.
Yeah, that's a good so
Yeah.
what.
So what? So what?
Well, I want to hear more, actually.
That's like a dive bar thing. If you go to like a real dive bar during the
Beer on
day,
ice?
there's old men drinking beer on ice with a straw.
Sounds
Yeah.
delightful. It's like
You should
a
get-
Satay with
Beer on ice or beer piping hot. It's your choice.
Piping, huh?
I don't like that. Cruise passenger vanishes after falling overboard off Florida coast from the Idaho Statesman.
Why was you only reading the Idaho news?
Yeah, there are a few from there. I
That
will
was
say
less of a so what.
We're not
gonna
Sounds
do
so what
more
for that
of
one.
an
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm interested in that as well
a
as
case for Benoit Blanc to solve.
Wow, very true. I-
was her twin.
I'm really scared of cruise ships. If you've ever been on the cruise ship's death website, I'm sure they're covering this extensively because that's a website that exists.
I've never been on a cruise.
They're
Me neither.
horrible. I had to go on one for work. It was bad.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. My room had no windows.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
My jock husband keeps calling our son a nerd from Slate.
Headline.
Pretty good.
Are we
Alright,
supposed to
we
say
have-
so what?
So what?
So what?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's sad.
Okay.
I'm team nerd son.
It's time for our first segment that I'm nervous about because
Oh, no.
it says rice burn. It's 10 minutes long. We don't have to make it that long. And there's lyrics here. So I guess I have to sing a song now. And
Wow.
sight
10-minute
read
song?
it. Not a 10-minute
Longest
song.
Maybe.
It's a song segment. Jeff has written a song. He says, sing the song, then ask for feedback. If anyone pushes back, come back thrice as hard at them, personal attacks, etc. Don't let anyone tell you the song ain't good, which is kind of, it's like he wrote it, so obviously he's going to say that. But I am sight reading this, and I honestly, I did look up, when he sent me this email, I did look up the song, and I opened the karaoke track, and he immediately FaceTimed me and was like, don't open the song. So,
Okay, so here we go.
yeah,
Live.
we can all hear this, right?
Yes.
What's the name of the song again?
Rice burn.
Okay.
Long intro, of course.
How do you know when to start?
From this karaoke track. This is the pan. Pour some soy and burn it tan. Feel the pot heat and Dan.
Dan?
Grab cans of rice for the pan.
Cans, of course.
For this is a pan.
What song is this?
I've scalded soy
Skyfall?
and brought some sand.
Got it.
So racy that I grow my glands. Awful. Starting to pour rice from cans.
No.
Oh, God.
Canned rice?
Let the rice burn when it jars brown. Tommy's wheelchair. Forcing squished rice. Oh god, let the sand scald when it sears thus.
Sand skull.
Wash it all down with the pint of a thick malt. A thick malt. Yeah, so I guess any notes, feedback or
Okay.
otherwise.
It's a
I've got
hard song to throw at
It's
you.
a really
That's like,
hard song
You
to
did it
sing.
Isn't that
really
like
good.
Adele or
I
something?
think it's Adele. I don't know the words to regular Skyfall, so
Yeah. No, you honestly killed that.
Yeah, they're very, very good.
My
Yeah, how
main
did you know that?
feedback.
Rhythm, the song, the melody. How do you know that stuff?
I kind of
smart.
just guessed, and I'm looking at I had to look at the karaoke track text and match it to his lyrics
It's really hard
in
actually.
real time.
Yeah, holy shit.
Marika participates in the cultural conversation, though. She knows the song Skyfall.
Yeah, I saw Skyfall in the Navy Pier IMAX theater.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if we can move on to the feedback section.
Yeah, sure.
I think canned rice is a funny concept. I think saying pan 6 or 7 times in the opening verse is
Lazy.
lazy
I can-
writing. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, I can read the lyrics one more time since I did laugh during half of them. This is the pan, pour some soy and burn it tan. Feel the pot heat and Dan.
What's
Grab
and
can.
Dan like and then?
Yeah, I think that's Geoff / Amir colloquialism.
Okay.
And Dan?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, right?
Mm,
No.
maybe? It could be yes.
Grab cans of rice for the pan. For this is a pan. I've scalded soy and brought some sand. So racy that I grow my glands. And if I can add a note, awful lyric.
Yeah.
Terrible.
My
Not
gland.
good.
So bad. Starting to pour rice from cans. Let the rice burn when it chars brown. Tummies will churn,
That's a
forcing
good lyric.
scorched rice down. Let the sand scald when it sears thus. Wash it all down with a pint of a thick malt. A thick malt.
When it sears thus, what was the word before? Is thus?
Nothing that rhymes with thus, I'll say that much.
When Geoff writes a song, he's looking at a list of the same 10 words.
Yes.
Yeah, he has like fridge magnets with these words on it, and that's the only way he can do it.
It's rice, sand, scald, burn.
Thus
Yeah.
felt new. Yeah, the theme is always that burnt sand tastes like rice, which is not
Or
true.
burnt rice is the consistency of
Sand.
sand.
Yeah.
Also not true.
And
Yeah.
also, you can add soy and sometimes hoisin sauce.
Yeah, it's like we understand the limits of his cooking experience. Also, why
Right.
pan so much? He mentions pot once. I will say most people cook rice in a pot.
That's very true. Does he mention?
like, pot
I don't think
gives
he
you
writes
hot.
pot at all. He doesn't mention pot at all, actually.
Well, there you go. Pot rhymes with hot, which would be
That's a great
helpful.
point. I kind of want to see if I can find a better key to sing this in, because I would like to be on the album in theory.
Mhm.
But I could
No,
also play Geoff's version, which he did say you have to attempt singing it, but if that works out poor, play this version. So we can listen.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
I will say that this is he uploaded it to SoundCloud, tagged genuinely good song. And yesterday when I looked at this, like 5 minutes later, someone reposted it on SoundCloud. So he didn't make it private or anything.
This is nice that he's like here with us. in a
Yeah.
way.
This is the pan.
Oh, the reverb.
pour some soy and burn a tan.
I feel like I'm at Jeff's funeral.
Feel the pot heat and Dan.
Oh,
Grab
not a choice I made.
cans of rice for the pan. For this is a pan.
I'm
you
also
think-
just imagining him singing this in like his Kentucky hotel.
I was just about to, I was like, you think any of like in his hotel room, any of his neighbors heard him singing this repeatedly so that you could nail it?
My glands.
Ugh,
I love
that is
this.
a bad line.
Starting to pour rice from cans. Let the rice burn when it chars brown.
Every time he says
Tummies will
chars.
Turn, forcing scorched rice down. Let the sand scald.
The cadence of that's really good.
Yeah, it's clumsy.
He has-
it all down.
Doesn't have enough Wi-Fi
with
to
the
upload the Headgum
pint
podcast, but
Right.
can
of
upload
a
this.
thick malt.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
A thick malt.
I think your delivery of the end was better.
Thank you. Oh my god, it repeated.
Oh my god.
When I just started speaking it, because it's an
Yeah,
Adele
but it
song
felt
with
more
Stuart.
definitive.
Yeah. Wow, thank you. That's really
No
kind.
problem.
Yeah, I like your version better than Jeff's.
Yeah,
Wow.
Same.
hands
Thank you.
down.
Of course, 100%. You don't even need a second take.
Huge.
You have the job.
I have to go.
During the song. Just let me leave.
I really do have a meeting.
I have to go.
I feel like we're
Let
making
me
great
go.
time episode wise. We're almost done.
I thought it was the end.
This is the final segment. It says Trump CNN town hall from 4 weeks ago. Let's answer the same exact questions he was asked. No? So I've pulled up this document, I guess.
I didn't even
I-
know Trump did a town hall on CNN.
I don't either, and I honestly don't know what the questions are, because while these are clipped out into segments, the headlines aren't really questions. But would Trump apologize to Mike Pence?
This was a town hall question
Yeah.
for this
He
guy
was asked
who
if he feels
is running for president again. They open it up with, "Would you apologize to Mike Pence?"
when asked
Would
if
you
he
say
feels
sorry to the vice president who you tried to kill?
yeah.
Hard hitting interview, huh?
Mm-hmm. I guess
Pass. Because
Wait,
Sure.
should we answer?
I guess
For
that's
Trump?
the point of this. I don't know if it's for Trump or just for yourself.
Would I apologize to Mike Pence?
Sure.
No, we didn't do
No.
anything wrong to
Great.
Pence.
I would apologize.
Even if I did,
to-
I wouldn't apologize for it.
Hell yeah.
Isn't he the one who
Um,
calls his wife mother?
Yeah.
I would apologize
He's a
to her.
bunt cake. He's an absolute bunt cake. We're all thinking it.
Sure.
Bunt cake.
Oh. I don't know what that was. Did not expect it to be this.
It would be so
On the
funny if they
famous
played that music in the
Access-
town hall after every question. Sorry.
on the infamous Access Hollywood tape, Trump asked if he stands by comments from the Access Hollywood tape.
Wow.
I was on a flight
I want to
from.
know what Trump said to that.
Apparently he responded, "I can take it back if you'd like to."
That's honestly funnier than anything we could have said. I was on a flight with Billy Bush recently to Boston.
Wow.
Uh,
I tried to give him a
Locker room
look
talk.
that was like,
It's Billy Bush
But he
in
didn't.
Boston. Oh.
that's right.
My
That's my song.
Um,
Anyways, yeah, he didn't really pick up on my my messages that I was trying to send. I wanted to down the plane with him on it, but
Whoa, you can't say that.
Nice. United Flight 93 style. Storm the cockpit
do you
with
want
Billy Bush.
Russia or Ukraine to win the war?
okay, what did he say? This is more interesting to me.
I don't know.
There's a lot of
he'd
people
settle-
fighting in that
He'd settle
war.
the Russia-Ukraine war in 1 day, 24 hours. That's what he said.
Wait,
I
what?
guess.
Say that again?
He'd settle the Russia-Ukraine war in 1 day, 24
That's,
hours.
Again, so much funnier than anything we could have said.
He's good. He's good at being him.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Yeah, that would rock if he did that.
Yeah. I don't
Only
know.
one way to find
like,
out.
none of
No, he's
these.
got my vote.
None of these are questions.
Okay. I'm having fun.
I guess that was maybe the last question that he was asked.
So they asked
the
him
rest
2
is just-
questions, maybe 3, at this
Apparently.
town hall.
I guess so.
He
It was
talked
like
for
2
a long
apologies and
time.
1 plan. Yeah.
Well, it didn't sound like it sounds like one of the apology wasn't an apology.
Sorry, it was like 2 like
I'll
we'll-
take it back if you want. If
Yeah.
that's what you want, I'll
if
take
it makes
it back.
you feel better. Anyways, I like his plan for Russia.
Guess what this sound cue is called?
Bad news.
Nope. Case closed - detective.
Pretty good.
I was assuming it was going to be like a case closed, like we wrapped up the segment.
No. Yeah.
That should be the Casey. You should have a podcast. Case closed, where you solve mysteries.
Oh.
Oh, Casey
Interesting.
Close.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Isn't
and, you
that
play, and that's your
like
theme
a
music.
conflict with like another show that we got in the works?
Oh. Grace, bleep that out.
We can't have anybody know about that.
I thought this was going to be You Must Not Know About Me. Like it was actually gonna be singing, but now it's just the track. I was gonna say You Must Not Know About that. Anyway,
that I'm working on. Yeah.
Great. Guys, I think we did it.
There's no more notes?
It just says outro for 5 minutes.
We've rendered
Plugs.
Geoff obsolete / irrelevant.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we learned a
Let's-
lot today.
Can we let's
Yeah.
talk about that? How do we
Should
feel?
we
like-
debrief? Yeah.
Do we need him in future episodes or no?
Well, we need somebody to make the outline, but I assume again, ChatGPT can
Yeah, we could
crank
totally
some of that out.
turn that
We
into
will
an
need him
AI
to, like,
task.
Write the songs, I guess.
Again, the algorithm could probably figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
It's-
We kind
look,
of have
we know all
have
of his
the-
favorite words.
Right.
We have the
Like-
words. That's true. We have the 10 words.
You must not know about rice. You must not know about char. I can burn another rice in a minute. Matter of fact, sand will burn in an hour, baby.
It's pretty good. Wait, did he write that too?
That's
or-
really good.
So much better than any song he's written so far.
Sand will burn in an hour. That's right.
Plugs.
Follow me on Instagram, y'all, at Amir. I'm dropping some really hot reels this month.
Up ka ba pasalit?
Nice.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Marika Elon. And if you think that I could host the show instead of Geoff, comment on Jeff's posts on Instagram, his last grid posts, and say so. maybe slide into his DMs, just generally sort of take over his
You should do
account
that thing like
with slander of him.
what like Beyonce fans do, where they all do like the bee.
Oh, the beat. Yeah, I'd love an emoji.
What's your emoji?
I think my emoji, I guess it can't be like a face. It would have to be.
Is there a saxophone?
That would be good.
But that feels
Yeah.
like Jeff.
Well, I feel like sax was a thing in our old episodes that we kind of did away with.
But I feel like that feels pro Jeff, and you want one that's pro Marika.
Right.
But Marika plays the sax.
It's true.
That is
But
true.
I agree. I think it's too Jeff forward.
Okay, then go with the American flag.
No, I don't want to be
bad.
attributed to that. Maybe like that scary moon face. Is that fun?
Which one's scary? I don't think any of them are scary to me.
Oh my
The
god.
one that's is it the one that's like this? Is it? It looks like.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
don't think he's scary. Mine's
Actually,
the poodle. Comment the poodle on all of Jeff's posts.
for Anya, yeah, do that. I want to be the pizza emoji.
That's good.
Does that feel fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So comment the pizza emoji if you think I should take over the show. And then follow me on my socials. Listen to the pit wall, which Jeff has not deigned to show up for in weeks. So it's kind of just me and Casey running the joint.
That's right. Piles there sometimes.
It's true.
I want to come on so that I can justify buying a F1 jacket.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have the gossip section?
Yeah. You could
I'll
also
just-
come on for not a race. You could come on for like a movie.
Sure.
We
Yes.
haven't had any guests yet.
Great. So I'm going to expense the F1
Oh,
jacket that I want.
oh, so you're
Racing
buying
jacket.
it. Got it.
Yeah,
I've expensed every bit of sim racing equipment that I've purchased over the course.
Wow.
of
So I
us
could
doing the show.
expense.
And every time I go to the go
tickets.
kart track,
That's awesome.
these are all
Yeah,
High
business
that's good.
the
expenses.
Roost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legally an expense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone
Okay. That's
CC
that's
Marty
a-
on this conversation. This
yeah,
sounds
that's a good idea. I guess. Yeah, Casey, we can offline about expensing some tickets to
Okay.
the Canadian GP.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to Austin.
Could
good. I
be
didn't get to
huge.
go. Take me.
Yeah.
Listen to the pit wall.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me on Instagram at Casey Donahue.
Follow me while I burn.
Some rice.
This rice I have.
Nice.
And listen to the Doughboys, listen to Hollywood Handbook. I work on those shows.
Factually?
true.
Do you work on Factually? That's a new show?
Yeah.
Technically, he
Factually
does.
also. More in a supervisor role, but yeah.
You can follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I don't post, but feel free. I recently found out Allie asks for lunch money on these, so
Yeah.
feel free to Venmo me, Anya
Holy
Kaniskaya,
shit.
and I'll
Venmo Anya with the poodle
That's such a good
emoji
idea.
yeah.
for some lunch.
Lunch is
Anya
so
Kaniskaya.
expensive near the office.
So expensive, and there's nothing good. And
Mhm.
I yesterday I had a $25 meal from Erewhon that sucked ass. So
25.
mm-hmm. And I went with Marty, and I thought he was going to pay for me, but he didn't. So
Mm.
Devastating.
I'm now negative 25 that I
More of a
wasn't
Thursday
planning on.
thing, I guess.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah,
that
but, like, why would
25
he
back
ask
to
me?
Anya.
Yeah.
My last name's really long, but it's phonetic. So Kanevskaya. Also, listen to Gayotic, Muna's podcast that just launched on Headgum. And listen to my radio shows on WGXC.org in Hudson, New York. Gonna be live tonight. Oh, but you're not. It'll be by the time this comes out. So it's fine. But we take submissions at the Love line. You can call 857-DIAL-LOVE. You can DM me at the Love Motel, the.love motel, or you can submit anonymously at thelovemotelradio.com. We take advice, questions. We take song dedications. Casey, if you wanted to write in about your dating life, I would love to talk to you about it on the air.
Okay, there's not a lot to say, but sure.
That was easy.
That was a Headgum original.